Hello, and thank you for your interest in Usborne Books. Favorite part of my business is sharing these wonderful books with people. So let's get started and see if we can find something that you love as well. The first one I'd like to show you is called That's Not My, and this particular one is Fox. We have a number of books in this series. Most of them are animals, but there are a couple others such as That's Not My Pirate or That's Not My Dolly. And these are great for babies and toddlers. My 1.5-year-old loves this book right now. What it does is on each page, there's a part of the body and a texture given to it. So it says, that's not my fox. Its back is too soft. And then the back is nice and soft for the child to feel. The other cool thing is there's a little mouse on every page for the child to find. So they're looking at textures, they're looking at parts of the body, and that repetition in kind of object recognition is a good thing too. So that's not my, pretty much anything you can think of. Next, this is called a Flippy Floppy book, and this one is Flippy Floppy Jungle Animals. So this one says, can you find me? I'm hiding somewhere. And clearly the child is looking for an elephant. And then on each page there's 4 flaps. And as they look on their first flap, they find a zebra. And then the second flap kind of adds on to the first to create a wildebeest. And the third flap adds on to the first 2 to create a rhino. And then finally, when they've unfolded all 4 flaps, they can see the elephant that they're looking for. So again, this is called a Flippy Floppy book. And this one is Jungle Animals, but there's some others in this series as well. This is part of our Farmyard Tales series. This is called Animal Hide and Seek. So kind of a combination of the two I just showed you because it's got the textures, like there's the fuzzy little lamb on there, but it also has flaps. So this one says, there's only one cow in the barn, where's Daisy? And they can lift the flap to find Daisy, and it's a nice soft texture. It also works on counting because on the next page, they're looking for 2 animals. And so if we look back here, there's the second pig that they were looking for. So again, Animal Hide and Seek. The next I want to show you is from our Noisy series. This one is called Noisy Pirates. We also have Noisy Circus, Noisy Zoo, all sorts of others. But these have the buttons on the side that make it a noisy book. And I like that some of these match up with the tabs on the top. So the noises that the book makes are matching up with the story as well. One second. I'm back. Sorry about that. These are 2 of our most popular fiction series. We have Hey Jack and Billy V. Brown. These are for 4 to 7-year-olds is the age recommendation on these. Great for beginning readers. There's about 50 words, or less on each page. And Billy B and Jack are friends, so they show up in each other's books. So that makes them great for siblings reading them or for a child who wants to read both series. And they face all sorts of issues that our kids face. And so it gives them some great ideas and just to know that they're not alone and that they can think about what Billy and Jack did in some of those situations. This is one of our phonics readers. This is called Llamas in Pajamas. And I love that students can get the phonics lesson without sacrificing a really cute story. So in this one, the llamas are coming to a pajama party, and they all have different kinds of pajamas. And so they talk about their pajamas and all of the kind of fun things that you would do at a sleepover. So again, cute story, but still that phonics repetition that the children need as they're beginning to learn to read. Switching to some nonfiction, this is our beginners nonfiction series. Each of these is only $5 for a real nice hardback book. A lot of them are about animals, but there's other subjects as well. I love lots of things about these books. I like that there's a mixture of photographs and more traditional illustrations. So as the students get used to reading textbooks and moving more towards photography-based graphics, they can see that. I also love in the back there's a glossary and websites for them to visit that have all been checked out and are nice, child-friendly. And then there is also an index so that they can get used to working on some of those text feature things that are going to be so important for their schooling. So again, this is our beginners nonfiction series. Usborne does a great job of making sure that nonfiction stays very engaging for the students. This is my son's favorite right now. This is See Inside Trains. So beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Each 2-page spread kind of has a particular topic. So like this one here says luxury travel. So different ways that you can travel on trains. Some of them have full fold-out pages, okay? And then others parts have flaps that gives them additional information. So this is our See Inside series, and there's some of these on all sorts of different topics. See Inside the Body, See Under the Sea, and this one is See Inside Trains. This is a great book. These are called the Big Books, and you'll see why in just a second. This one is the Big Books of Stars and Planets. So again, beautiful, very engaging and accurate illustrations. And then we can see why it's called Big, because the pages fold out. I think this is great for a lot of nonfiction subjects like stars and planets, because it gives them a sense of the magnitude of the solar system that they're talking about. And you can show the relative distance between things and stuff like that in a very accurate way. So again, this is called a Big Book, a number of which have the fold-out spreads that I was. Finally, let's look at some activities and activity books. This is 100 Things for Little Children to Do on a Trip. And these are individual little cards. They've got an activity on each side. This one is a maze, and then on the back, it says, "Who am I? Use your pen to turn this boy into a pirate, a king, or an old man." And these come with a dry erase marker, so they're fully reusable. You can also punch holes in them and put them on an individual key ring so that you can share between children. And I'm looking forward to getting these in the car and waiting rooms and restaurants real soon. So 100 Things for Little Children to Do on a Trip. Our Wipe Clean books are some of our best sellers. It comes with the dry erase pen right on the front, and this little container here kind of stays nice and stuck so that you can always keep the pen right there. This one is on beginning pen control, so it has all sorts of just different lines. Like this one has a lot of zigzag lines, and then another page might have more curved lines for your child to trace as they work on their pen control. They also have these for numbers and math and ABCs and first words, so a whole lot of titles in these. They're really good quality. They do wipe very clean, so they don't leave any of that yucky marker residue and things. So our Wipe Clean books. This is one of our drawing books, the step-by-step drawing books. And each page spread gives an object, and it teaches the child how to draw that step by step. So here we have how to draw a bird, and it gives them the steps, and it gives them plenty of room to practice. And then it also gives them instructions on kind of how to change things up so that they can make their birds or whatever it is that they're drawing look different and have a little creativity with that. There are more in this series as well. Like there's one specifically how to draw animals and different stuff like that. So this is kind of just the general one. Just a couple more. This is our Sticker Dressing Heroes. This is kind of like a cross between a sticker book and some good old-fashioned paper dolls and stuff. So if we look at the first page here, this is about mountain rescue, and it's got the little mountain rescue workers there, and it tells a little bit about what they do. And then when you go into the sticker section, there's the stickers for the mountain rescue people, and it gives a little description of how they use that in their particular profession. We do have a series of these more geared towards girls as well, called Sticker Dollies, that come in all sorts of different titles, and there's more of the Sticker Dressing Heroes as well. Next, we have our art treasury, if you have an art lover in your family. I love the way that this book is organized. Here's a picture that we're probably all pretty familiar with, Starry Night by Van Gogh. And so it gives some information about the painting and the author. And then on the next page, it gives the child an activity that they can try that's going to be stylistically similar to the painting that they just learned about. So this one is a swirly landscape. So it gives them directions on kind of how to get that swirled effect. I believe there's 20 different artists and paintings in here, all with an activity to go along with it. So that is our art treasury. Finally, this is Do Nice, Be Kind, Spread Happy. And this is a book full of acts of kindness for kids and families to do together. So like this one says, picture this, and it just encourages your child to draw someone a picture and think about what would make them smile and to leave it in a special place, whether it be for someone they know or they don't know. And then on the bottom of each page, it gives a little space for them to check off that they did that activity and maybe just write a little bit about how they felt about that activity. Really, really nice pictures to make the different acts of kindness very engaging and attractive to the student. To the children, and I love the reflection piece as well, so that that can kind of become a part of them, and they feel the benefit for them as well. So again, do nice, be kind, spread happy. I hope that you found something that you like today, and I look forward to giving you any other personal recommendations for your reader as well. Thank you for your time.